I know why you're here. I know what you've been doing, why you hardly sleep, why you live alone, and why night after night you sit by your computer. You're looking for him. I know because I was once looking for the same thing. And when he found me, he told me I wasn't really looking for him. I was looking for an answer. It's the question that drives us. It's the questions that brought you here. You know the question, just as I did. The answer's out there. It's looking for you, and it will find you. So welcome. I imagine right now you're feeling a bit like Alice, tumbling down the rabbit hole. I can see it in your eyes. You have the look of a person who accepts what they see because they're waiting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate? I don't. Because I don't like the idea I'm not in control of my life. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know, you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. There's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere, all around us, even in this room. You can see it when you look out your window, turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth that you are a slave. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison you cannot smell, taste, or touch, a prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there will be no turning back. You take the blue pill. Take the blue pill. If you take the blue pill, the story ends here. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. Or you take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. The Matrix is a system. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very mind of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemies. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. You know, I know this food doesn't exist. I know that when I put it in my mouth, it's telling my brain that it's juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realized? Ignorance is bliss. Those scenes come from the movie The Matrix. The Matrix is one of my favorite movies in the whole wide world. It's a sci-fi movie, in case you haven't seen it. And it's about the system, the whole system that we live in is not real. It really doesn't exist. There was some type of war, and they took some kind of computer software, I guess you would say, and they created their own environment. And it's an environment that you get plugged into, and you become part of that system. Only you don't know you are part of that system. And the characters, Morpheus, he was, I guess, the first person to be unplugged from the Matrix, from the system. And then I guess Trinity and Apoc, Switch, Mouse, Cypher, Dozer, I forgot the brother's name. There were quite a few characters. They were unplugged from the system, but they were going back into the system to try to help other people out. So as Morpheus is speaking to Neo, I forgot Neo is like the one, the character, the chosen one that's actually supposed to save these people from the Matrix. So Neo is searching for Morpheus. He knows that this is not the real world. He knows, not that he knows it's not the real world, he knows that something's not right. And he's, trying to find out. And so Morpheus and him connect somehow, and he goes to see Morpheus, and then Morpheus is explaining to him the process, which includes taking of the pill. One pill is just letting you stay in the reality and pretending like nothing ever happened, or the other pill is you're now going to experience it firsthand, and you're going to go in there and you're going to see something different. Then there are agents in this machine that are running around trying to keep everybody blind and plugged in. So they're going to run around now for the people who are unplugged and try to terminate them, if you will. So that's the majority of the movie. I got paint on my hands because I painted my little props. My finger's blue. And this is supposed to be, recite this, eat that. So I am eating an avocado. And it has cucumber, salsa, cilantro, a little nutritional yeast, and that's what I chose to eat today. And it's delicious. And I want to tell you a little bit about the agents. Okay, this is just a quote of when he's talking to Morpheus, when he kidnapped Morpheus, and he's telling him why he wants the Matrix, basically wants to keep it that way, or why he wants to get out now, but there's a whole thing that goes with it, and I'm not going to tell you just in case you didn't see it. But basically it goes, the agent speaking to Morpheus, and he says, "I'd like to share a revelation during my time here. It came to me when I tried to classify your species, meaning us humans. I realized you're not actually mammals. Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment. But you humans do not. You move to an area and you multiply. You multiply until every resource is consumed. The only way you can survive is to spread to another area. There is another organism that follows the same pattern on this planet. Do you know what it is? A virus. Human beings are a disease, a cancer, a virus. A cancer to this planet, a plague. I thought that was a very deep part, because I don't know so much that he's lying, because unfortunately, there's really good humans, but unfortunately, a lot of us are destroying the planet, and we do use all the resources, and waste a lot. So I think a lot of human beings are trying to do their part to preserve the earth, but then there's a lot of people, who just take the earth for granted, unfortunately. So I wanted to bring that part to life. But this movie is very important to me because I believe it goes deeper than a lot of people even understand. It's very spiritual to me, and I know, talking to a lot of other deeply spiritual people, they pick up on a lot of symbolism, a lot of things that even seem to be connected to the Bible, which brings me to another part of this. I wanted to bring up the subject about the writer of the movie. Now, there's two brothers, you know, who they say wrote the movie. But fun fact, an African-American woman named Sophia Stewart claims that she wrote this movie, The Matrix. The original version she claims she wrote is called The Third Eye. So she's been fighting for the rights to the ownership of The Matrix in court over the years. It appears that at some point that she will be finally credited for her work, which also she claims ownership to the writing of The Terminator and Terminator 2. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Please, please check it out, because I just saw a show and she was on it, and you know, she's talking about it, and I feel that, you know, I did question who really wrote the movie, because the ones who claimed to have written it didn't seem spiritual at all. And I said, there's something very deep and spiritual. Even if you watched it, go back and watch it again and really pay attention. Like, I'm a revelation girl in the Bible, and I was like, no, somebody spiritual, deeply spiritual wrote this movie. They had to have. So anyway, like I said, the movie is very deep, you know, so if you didn't watch it, please watch it again. And like I said, I'm gonna leave the link, because she was on a talk show, and I feel that, you know, we should at least check her out and try to support her on this show. It was basically saying that she did win rights to her movie. Let me see if I wrote that down. It was I don't know, something about she won the rights in court too, because she wrote the book, the script, and something else. So a couple of years ago, she supposedly won that. And I say supposedly only because, you know what I'm saying, this is not stuff that I looked up to, you know, that I can prove, because I didn't look it up. But on this particular show, she's saying where to go look for it. So I hope that we can give her that support and do that, help her out, and, you know, just follow and see what's going on. And like I said, you guys, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it, especially the first one. I forgot really about the middle one. The first one and the last one were very detailed, and it's almost like kind of what's going on in the system today in a way. So if you watch it and you pick that up, then you'll kind of see what I'm saying. But anyway, I really enjoyed this, because I have always enjoyed this movie, and now I realize too it's very important to bring that to light about Sophia. They call her the mother of the Matrix, meaning the mother of the one who wrote, she's the one who wrote the book, she owns it. And I enjoyed this challenge because Mukbang and things did it, and I really like her. I love her writing and her style and everything, so I really enjoyed that. And this avocado was really delicious. In the comments, please, if you could leave a comment telling me if you've ever seen The Matrix and what you think about it. Do you think it's spiritual? Did you pick up anything different in watching the movie? Maybe I even missed something, you know, because a lot of people have put on YouTube under different comments, like things that they picked up that I didn't even pick up, you know, very spiritual pieces. So if you picked up something I haven't, please share that. I would love to, you know, try to watch it again and really look for those things. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you again in another challenge that Mukbang and Things does. Because if she does stuff like this, I definitely want to be a part of it. Okay, I am out. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Bye.